I said, is this going to prevent me from driving monster trucks? And he looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, I'm serious. Is this going to prevent me from driving monster trucks?
Right.
Or race cars or whatever it is? And he said,
you guys have been asking for it. We're bringing it to you guys. We've got Preston Collins here, aka North Tour driver for Outlaw, Equalizer, Shark Attack.
I've driven Reptoid a couple times.
Reptoid.
I think that's about it.
That's it? Wow, no Sheriff?
No, I haven't driven Sheriff.
Wow, okay.
No, I have
so
not.
I've been in Sheriff and you haven't.
Yep.
I like it. Alright, so let's start out. How did you get into monster trucks? Let's start there.
Well, long time ago, back when I was in diapers, my dad took me to this little rinky-dink arena called the Oil Palace in Tyler, Texas. And I actually saw Jeff Brock there with Sergeant Smash. Oh. He was doing, because he does stuff for us now.
Yep.
He was there. Mike Hawkins was there with Equalizer, which is crazy.
Yep. He still wears that Equalizer suit.
Does he really?
It barely fits him, but yeah.
And I don't remember who was driving Hot Tamale at the time, but that's all I really remember. I don't remember much more than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I guess ever since then I was always saying monster truck, monster truck, monster truck, and I mean I guess from then I was hooked. Yeah. I didn't even know it.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. So you grew up around it.
Yeah.
Your dad was around it too, right?
Yeah, my dad worked for, he's helped Aaron Basil out with Pablo Hufaker and Gravedigger. He's helped out Jimmy Cretin Bounty Hunter, David Smith King Crunch. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Wow, that's wild. And he's also in the sprint car world, which is crazy because that's how I grew up. So it's kind of weird how like our worlds collided, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy how things work, how people are like put in your life.
My second love is definitely sprint cars, but I mean, I've never driven one, so, but.
We need to make that happen.
I don't know. That'd be pretty crazy.
We could definitely get you in a go-kart. And then we'll start from there. Some outlaw karts.
That'll work.
You know?
We'll have to do that for sure.
I think that would be sick. So, how did you start working for Harper? Get into Monster Truck Wars?
Previously, before I started working here, it was, I think, right at 3-4 years prior to me going to a Harper show. I went to a show in Houston at NRG Stadium, and that was back in 2017. From 2017 to 2020, that's 4 years, right?
Yeah,
that's 4 years. I'm not good at math.
Yeah.
So in that time frame, I didn't go to a single show, and I went to go see a good buddy of mine named Cody Saucier drive. At the time, it was the Mutant Super Soda truck.
Yeah, I've heard of that name. He's in Dragon.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. He's
a badass.
He's in Dragon.
That's right.
So I went to it was right after COVID happened, and Harper was one of the first people to do shows after COVID.
Yeah.
And there was a show in Sulphur Springs, Texas. I can't remember what the name of that arena is called.
Small place.
Yes, very, very small place.
Yep.
But I saw an ad for it on Facebook, and I asked my dad. For the past 4 years, I'd been itching to go to another show, but nothing was coming around, really.
Yeah.
Other than like Dallas and Houston, and you know, at the time not having a lot of money, we just didn't go to the shows.
That's still far away from. You grew up in Kilgore, right? So
Kilgore, Texas, born and raised.
Yeah.
Well, Liberty City.
Okay. Liberty City. Yeah. It's different. Different.
It is different. There's a big gap there.
Yeah, I get it. I'm from Fort Worth, and people always say, "Oh, you're from Dallas." Whenever you say you're from Texas, you know, I'm like, no, Fort Worth. Get it fucking right.
Get it right. Yeah, get it right.
Yeah.
But so when I asked my dad, I said, "Hey, do you know anybody that works with him?" And and he said, he goes, "I think Harper might know who I am, but I don't think we don't know each other personally." So I said, "Can you please contact him and see if they need help. I'll do anything to go.
Yeah.
So we went to the show, and that was where I met Alex Barton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
little Alex back then.
Yeah, yeah. And Alex Rodriguez. He's gonna hate me for saying that.
Yeah.
He's gonna hate me for saying that. But
not Oso Loco. It was Loco Oso. Remember those shirts?
Yeah,
it was,
shirts.
Around?
Yeah. So
we didn't know Spanish. Harper didn't know Spanish. Okay.
Okay. So we got to the show, and I met Harper. That was my second time meeting Harper. The first place I met Harper was in Arlington, Texas. When I don't know if any of you have ever seen the video of him back in 2014, where he absolutely should have won freestyle.
Oh, for Monster Jam.
Yep, for Monster Jam.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was at that show standing sitting on top of the tunnel with my mom right next to me. And never in a million years did I think that I would be piloting that same exact truck.
Yeah, that's crazy because that truck is now...
Now 10 years later.
Outlaw, right?
That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, that is wild.
The way we met at first, I was like, all I said was, "Hey man, good job tonight." And he goes, "Thanks." That's all I got from him.
Yeah.
That's all I got from him. And
same coilover truck, like
the truck sat. Harper told me, he said the truck sat 6 inches higher back then.
Wow.
Had stock knuckles, stock housings, and I mean now we've got the sheet metal fabricated housings, and I mean everything's so much tougher on that truck now.
Yeah. Definitely.
And,
well, it has to be with you driving. I know Harper tore it up, but hey, man, those donuts, okay, that's badass right there.
It's if y'all need to go to my Instagram and check out the video that I just posted.
Yes.
It features a very famous cartoon character from Disney. It's pretty awesome. I was pretty proud of it.
Yeah, Preston's top tier at donuts. I would say racing, donuts, well, everything really, but you just nobody can beat you with those two, ever.
Well, I guess you could say I'm kind of cheating because I have a spool in the front and the rear.
Oh, okay.
And what your truck has is an open in the front, and then I think you're spooled or a locker you have a locker in the rear.
Okay.
So your truck doesn't have, when you go to do a donut in your truck, your front two tires don't constantly have drive in them. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so
okay.
Your outside tire or your whatever way you're doing the donut, it'll unlock since you have it open. There's no you gearheads know what I'm trying to say, but I can't say it. Yeah. I'm not good with words.
Yeah, but on yours, it's different to where you can just do those cyclones. I can't ever get loose enough unless we just watered or something.
Yeah. To
do that kind of spinning. Yeah, and I wish I could, but
there's only been, I will say, there has been once or twice where I have actually gotten dizzy.
I was wondering that.
Okay, so the first time I ever did a really fast one, when I first started, I was just kind of doing it to see how it would act. And
as one should.
I didn't want to just go out and pin it because that's disrespectful to the owner and the equipment. Yeah,
definitely.
And whenever I was starting to do them really fast, I was just every weekend I would be maybe I could do it a little faster this week. Maybe I could do it a little faster this week.
Yeah.
And the first time I really did a good one, it was afterwards I stopped and I looked at the crowd and I was just I could just see people going like this. I just remember I was oh, okay.
Yeah, catch your breath, get your eyes back. Yeah, because even dancers, whenever they're spinning, my sister is a dancer, you have to focus on one thing. Whenever you're in a truck, it's hard to do that with so many people. What do you focus on,
I focus on my oil pressure gauge.
Oh, okay.
That's what I look at, and I blink constantly. That's what I was told to do by my boss. So.
Oh, okay.
He said that's the way to not get dizzy.
Yeah. Huh. I need to try that then. I've never, but I don't do more than 4 or 5. Sometimes I'll get a little wild, and do 6, but yeah. Okay, so let's see. How did you start driving then?
Well, I started crewing. I came to shows here and there for about, I think right at a year almost a year.
Okay.
And then I came up to the shop one day and I said, hey, or I'm sorry, Harper goes, hey, when are you gonna start working here, like full time? And I was like, well, I guess whenever you need me to. And he goes, go put in your 2 weeks notice. And I was like, okay. That's how it all came about when I first started. I mean, then about let's see, that was 2021. The end of 2022 in December in Conroe. We walked in the building. It was the night before the show, and out of nowhere, nobody knew who was driving Equalizer that weekend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because there was driver conflict schedule, whatever. And
yeah, I was there that weekend. I remember that.
Yeah, so I walked up because Harper had just got there. We walked up, and then he looked at me, and Alex was standing right here to my left, and Alex goes, so who's driving Equalizer? And then Harper looks at me, he goes, hey, do you have your gear with you? I said, yeah, you need to use it? And then he said,
always have your gear.
just in case somebody else needs to use it. I mean, I said, yeah, I've got some. And then I said, do you need to use it? And he goes, no, go put it on. And I was like, don't play with me right now.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants to hear.
Do not play with me right now.
Right.
And then he goes, nope, go get it on. He goes, you better hurry because I'm hungry.
Wow.
So, and then I ran by my dad was walking up behind me. I ran by my dad and said, I'm about to test. And I mean, I sprinted, got my gear on. I mean, I was ready.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the moment I had waited for since I was little.
A kid.
Like a kid.
Saying monster truck, monster truck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
So, whenever I got in the truck and the first couple laps that I made around, I about melted the brake rotor off of it. Remember when we told you about that in the backyard?
Yep.
when you tested?
Yep.
We were like, get your foot off the brake.
Yeah, don't be anywhere near the brake.
Now, you realize nobody realizes that they do it at first.
Yeah. Yeah, because you just rest your foot on it.
Yeah, you just don't realize you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I was just like, okay, whatever. I'm sorry. And then when I got to when he said, okay, you're gonna jump it now, and I was like, okay, here we go. And then my first jump, I mean, I still have videos of it on my phone. I mean, that's where it. As soon as I was in the air and I landed, I was just like, I want to do it again.
Yeah.
I want to do it bigger, and I want to do it longer and higher, and go faster. You. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. It just lit a fire in me like that.
Wow.
And
then you end up doing your first show.
The next
day. The
next day, yeah. I did 2 shows.
That's nerve-wracking because Conroe is one of our biggest places too.
I did 2 shows.
Yeah, that's. What were your feelings going into that? Having 5,000, that place holds close to 5,000 people.
I have no idea, but honestly, looking back at it, I mean, my dad will even tell you this. I mean, like, he goes, you didn't seem like you were nervous at all. I was like, I guess I was just relaxed. I mean, you can't be stressed out. I mean, you can't be...
You have to be calm.
You have to be calm.
Yeah. That was wrong with my first time. I was super stressed out.
I remember
and
it was Raleigh.
Exhausted me.
Yeah, your first show was Raleigh, North Carolina. At the fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. That place is legendary.
Yeah, what a legendary place. And then we ended up getting rained out, which was crazy.
Was that the first show that we got rained out?
That's the first show that I've taken part in that we've been rained out. And really it was lightninged out, right?
Yeah, because you remember there was a college football game going on right across the street. They had just put in this multi-million dollar
stadium.
Multi-million dollar Jumbotron, and lightning struck it. It was the first weekend.
I didn't know about that.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was like a multi-million dollar Jumbotron, and lightning struck it. It was the first game that they had with that Jumbotron.
I thought it was the stadium. Oh no, that is
Yeah, it
terrible.
like destroyed it.
Yeah, because at first you could see the Jumbotron saying like, evacuate now, we have weather coming. And so that's why we evacuated, because they did. I don't think we would have if they wouldn't have.
Well, it was crazy because I remember we did pit party, and then we saw the clouds roll in, and we were like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And we all pulled the trucks back to the trailers really fast, got out, and then we took shelter, and it was a monsoon that came in.
Yeah. I was trapped under the truck, and then I took off running to the trailer and was trapped in the trailer. And
then you went up to merch.
Yeah. Oh, no. That was terrible.
And then, do you remember the night show?
Yeah. I was so glad I didn't have to do freestyle, though.
So Outlaw came up and did a stoppie, and then it shut off. And then the floor I don't remember who was running the floor, but...
Harper, I think. Harper, Jerry, and Ann, I think were down there.
I don't remember. But, so we were running around. His truck shut off, and they were going to try and tow it off the track. And then next thing I know, I see quads coming out. And I'm like, holy crap, this is all happening so fast. And then the rain starts to come down, and Harper sent a truck out. I don't remember which one it was. But he sent a truck out, and then as he was pulling into his pit stall, Alex goes bolting out, just ice skating across.
Yeah.
And he made like 3 jumps and called it.
He said he couldn't see anything.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh my god, did he have a windshield in that thing? Is that why he couldn't see?
No, his visor kept falling down.
Oh, okay.
Tighten your visors, kids, so they don't fall.
Yeah, no joke. Oh my god, that place was a mess. Okay, so what is your top favorite place to go to, that we go to?
Honestly, there's a place right up the road that we do, and it's right up the road from my house, and it's Henderson, Texas, because it's like 25 minutes away from my home. So it's easy for all my family to just say, hey, let's drive 20 minutes and go to this show.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and my whole family will show up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like it's
amazing.
not the biggest place, it's not the tallest place, but it's...
I'm trying to remember Henderson, but I don't know if I've...
I don't think you've been there.
Okay.
No, we do it during the first half of the year.
Wow.
But, no, that place, I mean, I've had quite a few good amount of memories there. I don't know if that even was proper grammar, but...
I mean, it was close.
But I've had a lot of good memories in that building. I mean, that was basically where I got told by my dad that if you want to do that, I mean, he's said this a lot, but the first night that we were there with Monster Truck Wars, when I was still crewing, my dad told me, he goes, and like I said, he said this many, many times, but he come up to me and he patted me on the back and he said, son, don't you ever give up on this dream. And right then and there, I mean, and by the way, my dad is like the main reason I am where I am right now. If it wasn't for him and everybody else in my family, Sophie, my dad's parents, my Nini and Papa, and even my mom. I mean, she's not here anymore.
Yeah.
She's not with us anymore, but and I mean, even my girlfriend, Kaylin, that I have now. I met her in Henderson this year.
Wow, okay.
So
see,
there's a lot of things that are special about that building, but I mean, the main reason that building is so special is because my family's right there.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So
and you're so close to your family. Like, Preston's dad is the best. Anytime, I wish he was on North Tour. I wish they both were.
You can't have him.
I want
He's
both
mine.
of you. I want both of you.
You hear that, Dad?
Okay. Please, come
He's
to
mine.
North Tour. Harper, if you see this, please bring them to North Tour, okay?
No.
Why? Oh, it's so much fun. Come to the dark side.
No, because my dad's girlfriend, Jessica, she sells merch.
Yeah, true.
So it's
true.
kind of a group. It's kind of a package deal.
Yeah, we gotta keep South Tour together, I guess. You know, they
you can't have
need you.
You can't have anybody from my tour.
All right, so that's a good segue if you want to talk about it. Like growing up, you know, a lot of things have happened to you in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've been through so much, and that's why you and your dad are so close. You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
why you and your sister Sophie are so close. Like you guys have really bonded, and even to like see where you're at today is insane. I don't know if you like want to touch on what you've been through in your life, but like it's amazing to see you're headlining shows, you know, like you're living the dream you wanted to live.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very lucky. I'm not gonna say that. I mean, I'm not gonna say I deserve it because I mean, I, I'm not, I'm not cocky like that. I don't want to be, but
Well, you do, you know.
But,
It's okay.
I mean, I've put in a lot of work in this. And I mean, I have. If you took away monster trucks from me, I mean, I don't know what else I don't want to be bagging groceries at a Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stapling packets together at a school. I mean, I want to be strapped into a truck that has 1,600 horsepower and that weighs 10,000 pounds.
Yeah. Flying through the air.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I totally get that.
But when I was, I mean, and like I said, if it wasn't for my dad and my whole family, I mean, I wouldn't be where I am today because they are so supportive of this dream.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad, Sophie, Jessica, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, and I know I'm forgetting people, and I'm sorry if I'm forgetting you, but there's so many people to name.
Right. Yeah. But, along your life especially, you know, because you've been through it, man. Like, and to see you come out the other side, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've told your story, like, about your accident or anything.
Some people know, some people don't.
Yeah. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. Don't even worry about it.
No, I think I can say it.
Yeah.
When I was 15, my mom passed away, and my little sister was in the car with her, and Sophie, she was in the car with her, and she survived with a lot of injuries, and I mean I don't even know what else to say about that, but my dad and I were, I mean, right then and there we knew whatever we needed to do for Sophie, because we knew that my mom was gone. But whatever we had to do to make Sophie better, that was our main priority.
Yeah, because she was still, like, what age then?
5.
Wow.
She was 5.
Wow.
And not even a month and 2 days later, I'll never forget that. A month and 2 days after, was at a friend's house, and we had like this little Nerf war it was someone's birthday. Clayton, Justin, if you're watching this, I don't remember whose birthday it was, but it was someone's birthday, and we had like this Nerf airsoft war deal because he has this big piece of property.
Okay, nice.
And I ended up, it's kind of hard to explain. So the day after that morning, I don't remember what day it was, but I had a grand idea of putting hammocks on top of each other. So you had one hammock here, one hammock here.
Okay.
And we had 4 of them stacked up.
Yep.
One of the trees, we did not know that we had them hanging on. One of the trees was rotted on the inside. And the outside looked perfectly okay.
Really? Wow, okay.
I got up on the very top hammock. And next thing you know, we were all just sitting there in the hammocks, just talking. Like we were on a bunk bed. And next thing you know, I hear a crack. And then next thing I know, I look up, and there's a tree falling on me. It completely, I mean, it hit my face. It smashed my face. I still have plates and screws in my face. and that'll be there for forever. But I've been cleared by my doctor because that was one of the first things I asked after my surgery. I said, and I had a complete facial reconstruction.
Wow. Wait, what age?
I was 15.
Okay.
And one of the first things I asked my doctor after the surgery, I said, is this going to prevent me from driving monster trucks? And he looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, I'm serious. Is this going to prevent me from driving monster trucks?
Right. Or
race cars or whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and he kind of thought about it for a second. He goes, I don't think it should prevent anything like that. And I was like, okay, good.
Heck yeah.
And after a few months, after I was getting better and healing up, and the weather change still kind of affects me a little bit. Like I get like achy, like when it goes from like really hot to really cold, because you know the weather down here in Texas sucks sometimes.
It does.
But
that messes with you, like sinus
well, it doesn't. Sinus wise, yes, and I get a little achy every now and then, like with the weather change. Like when it goes from winter to summer, it sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's nothing. It's not like I'm on the ground in pain. It's just like this little like. Ow.
You can feel it.
Yeah, it's just like, especially when it gets real cold.
Oh yeah.
And metal in my face. Yeah.
Yeah, not good. What was like the healing process? Like how long did that take?
So I don't remember how long it was that I couldn't eat, but I ended up fracturing the roof of my mouth broke.
Oh my gosh.
Was part of it.
Holy cow.
And for a long time I couldn't eat like solid foods.
Wow. So even like out of the hospital. You were still...
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my girlfriend texting me saying that I need to bring a swimsuit to go swimming tonight.
Oh.
So, but
okay.
I'm coming. I'm on my way. Just give me a minute.
Just a few more minutes.
Yeah, just a few more minutes. But so where was I at?
Broke the top of your mouth.
Oh yeah. So there was a lot more fractures and stuff, but I won't list that just because we'll keep it PG here.
Yeah, that's gnarly. If anybody can imagine a tree, and then also a month and 2 days before that, you had a huge accident with your sister, and then now you have this huge accident. And I can imagine what your dad's going through.
And at the time, my dad was he had just done the fire academy stuff, so he was a certified EMT.
That's right, he was telling me that. Okay.
My dad's first 2 patients were his own kids.
Wow.
And right after me, he said, I'm done with this. Like,
no way. Wow.
I mean, and he even told me, he said, I've seen enough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be able to handle that. There's no way. Your dad is so strong. I can't even imagine. You know?
But, yeah, I mean, just... I had to eat... Let's see. I'm not too sure how long I had to eat, like, milkshakes and mashed potatoes. Which, by the way, I'm still sick of mashed potatoes.
No way.
Yes. I mean, I'll eat them every now and then.
Oh, okay.
I'll eat them with a steak or something, but, like, I can't just go be like, I want mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah, no.
But,
I can imagine.
I'll never forget the day that I went up to the doctor to when he basically cleared me. He said, okay, you can eat now. You can do whatever you want now. I told my dad when we got in the truck, I said, take me to the nearest Taco Bell. I'll never forget, I got three chicken quesadillas.
Dang.
And like 2 double-decker tacos.
Wow. You were looking forward to that one.
Oh my God. And my dad said, he goes, you deserve it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I mean...
you did? Gosh.
I'll never forget that. That was the best Taco Bell ever.
Wow. And you don't know how long after?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but it wasn't... A rough estimate, I would say maybe a month. My dad knows, but I don't remember.
Yeah. gosh, that's insane. Well, yeah, at 15, you're 23 now?
22.
22? Okay, 22. Yeah, our youngster over here.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, our youngest, but still headlining the shows.
Whatever.
So, yeah. Okay, so we're going to ask some fan questions.
Oh, boy.
All right, so from Colton Porras, I think I'm saying.
Colton Perez. I know who it is.
Okay,
because he comes to the Conroe shows all the time.
Yeah, Colton Perez.
I know who he is.
Wants to know, do you guys have any advice for autistic people, just like me, to get into Monster Truck Wars?
Just
autistic or,
anybody can.
Yeah, anybody.
Anybody can drive a truck. I mean, you got to put in the time and work because, I mean, from my perspective, I think the right way of coming up into this sport is getting to know the truck before you drive it. Mm-hmm. And like
working on it.
Like working on it.
Okay, yeah.
Seeing what goes into it. I mean, changing parts on it, changing 4-link bars, ball switches, motors, trannies, drive shafts. I mean, third members, knuckles. I mean, the list goes on. Mm-hmm. But I mean, just you got to put in the time, and you got to. I mean, and don't give up. That's the thing. Because I did not give up, and I still ain't giving up. So
yeah, and like
I'm gonna be doing this for a while. So
yeah, exactly. And the worst thing someone can do is say no.
Exactly.
Like you can't join our team or whatever. There's so many teams out there too. Like someone's bound to say yes eventually and give you a shot.
Yeah, and like, I mean, just don't let anybody tell you no. Yeah. Period.
I like that. All right. So
what else you got for me?
Let's see. Well, he also wants to know, have you met any celebrities along the way? I feel like what counts as a celebrity, right?
Let's see.
Because we've met some like NASCAR celebrities.
I met Joey Logano I went out to SEMA this past year for a day, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I met let's see. I met Joey Logano out there, which I was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
I got to see Chris Boucher.
Nice.
That was a pretty cool deal. Let's see. I'm trying to think, because like, can I look at see if I got pictures real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Let me see. I don't know, Kaylee, who have you met that's a celebrity at shows?
I mean, I've literally just met Joey Logano and Boucher up in Delaware because their race got rained out, so they came out to watch. And they actually threw popcorn on Chris.
Oh, really?
During the Quad Wars, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if... I can't really say that because that doesn't count as being on the road. Was it a concert?
Oh, that's cool. Okay, give it to us.
I met the band, the lead singer Saliva, if that counts.
Nice. I'm sure you guys will appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. That was a pretty cool deal. Let's see. Who else? I met Daniel Donnelly.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Little Danny Don. Yep, he wanted me to tell you... he had no question, but he is your biggest fan ever. Just so you know.
Well, Daniel, I'm your biggest fan. I just hope you know that deep down.
Daniel, we gotta get you on the pod too. Soon, once I figure out the whole Zoom thing from afar, you are coming on.
Let's see. I don't know. I really don't know other than that.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so this
I know I'm probably forgetting somebody, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
That's all right. Well, hopefully they come back. The celebrities,
Maybe.
Yeah. Celebrities, come to our shows, please.
Yes.
All right, this one's from Pat Roy. How does it feel living up to the Outlaw name?
I don't really consider the name on the side of the truck. I just
drive.
I just go out there and try and make sure everybody in the stands leaves. Because I know there's kids there that want to see a show. They've been looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that those kids and those adults or whoever leave with a smile on their face, no matter what the name on the side of the truck is. If it's Outlaw, Shark Attack, equalizer.
Yeah.
I mean, sheriff, anything.
Yeah. We're there to make the kids happy.
Exactly.
You know, definitely. I love that. Okay, so not sure what this means, but Taco Tuesday or $5 Tuesday? You may know what that means. What is that, like $5 beer draft?
Who asked that?
CJ.
Oh, God. I've answered this before, CJ.
We gotta have them answered again. All right.
$5 Tuesdays. Like.
Oh, is it? Okay, I don't know what $5 Tuesdays is, but I'm
actually,
there.
I'm actually not sure either, but I'm pretty sure it involves like a margarita or something.
If it involves Coronas, I'm there.
I'm not a Corona guy.
What?
No.
Okay, leave. I mean, I'll leave. This is your...
Yeah, I know.
This is your camper. I'll leave. No. What? You don't like Coronas?
Hey, Jerry, the mountains are blue.
Oh, no. Is that like a Coors Light reference?
Yeah.
No. Okay, you guys, comment down below, Corona or Coors Light. No. It won't be. Alright, so, this one is from Josh. Josh, thank you so much. You support your grandson. We appreciate you. So he wants you to speak on the struggles and sacrifices of traveling professionally and then the balance of like home life.
So, I mean, it is hard because, you know, sometimes we're in the shop at early in the morning to late at night, and then during first quarter in the fall. But no, you just gotta balance it out the best you can. Like right now, I mean, like I'm 2.5 hours from home, technically. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, I can, if we're off on a weekend, I can just kind of hop, skip, and jump over there real quick if I needed to, or but like my girlfriend's, I think she's up here working with her uncle, and
so she's not too far.
Yeah, she's not too far. So
that's good.
Right now, I mean, we're done in the shop for the day. After we get done here, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But
you gotta have time for that. But like first quarter, there's no time.
It does get hectic.
Yeah,
it gets very hectic, and sometimes we all want to either pull each other's hair out of your head or whatever.
Yeah, or just go home and cry and curl up in a ball.
Or just go home and cry. And,
with your animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I wanted to do that so many times this first quarter because of how insane it was.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to come home and cry. Or just, like, come to South Tour and be with my homies and cry with my homies. No, it was stressful, but it ended up being, like, turning out really positive.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're all here to do one thing, and that's make sure that the fans get what they bought the ticket to see.
Yeah. What they're so excited
to see. And, I mean, and it's like Dan Runte once said back in, he was an old Bigfoot driver. I don't know if you know who that is.
Mm-mm.
It was an old guy named Dan Runte. He said if it wasn't for the kids, we wouldn't have a job.
Yeah.
And that is 100% true.
Yeah, that is very true.
So, I mean, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. We put our personal lives to the side for January to June, basically.
Yeah.
You know, like, and everything else gets put aside, and it's time to go to work and travel and put on a show. Yeah. Great question, Josh. I love it. Okay, Crazy Monster Jam fan wants to know, what's your favorite truck you've driven?
That's a good question. That's tough because they all have their pros and cons. I mean, I've driven, and I'll say this before I speak on it. I love my rear steer fast, like how Harper's truck is.
Yeah.
How fast
Instant.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes. If it's slow, I struggle.
Yeah.
Like when I hopped in, because Alex went to go and drive in Monster Jam this year, and which I'm proud of you for.
Yeah.
And
go Alex.
But because I hopped in his truck that he used to drive, And I don't know how you drove with that rear steer. That was so slow, dude. But it was bad.
That's why you whooped him in racing all the time. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry.
He beat me more than I beat him.
Yeah.
You know that's true.
Okay. There at the end though, you were kicking everyone's ass. Let me just say that.
Okay.
And I was just working merch. Okay, so I saw everything. You were kicking some ass in racing.
Oh, I appreciate it. I love racing.
Yeah.
That's the one competition that's you versus the other person. It's not whoever crashes the truck the hardest or whoever gives the helmet away or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah. All right. So, your favorite truck?
Probably the Equalizer that I started driving.
Okay.
That's the truck I've had the most time in, and that's
front engine truck.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, that one and my probably Reptoid.
Yeah, Reptoid's a
well,
good
that's
one.
that's what my that's what my Outlaw is.
Yeah, that's right.
The Patrick chassis.
Yeah.
So I mean, we pulled the Clarks out from under it and put ZFs in it, and the big sheet metal housings and the big axles and everything like that. So I mean, that thing's tough.
Yeah, that thing's gonna rip.
Yeah.
Yeah, once it goes back together, it's gonna rip.
It's gonna be good.
All right.
I'm itching to get back in that thing because I was just getting comfortable in it. And it's got a spool in the front and the rear like Harper's truck.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be so nice. Okay, so let's see, Earthshaker or Dozer.
Earthshaker.
Okay.
Ty England's my guy.
Okay. So England or Armando?
Why you gotta do me like
Come
that?
on, we gotta do me like that? We gotta see it.
Armando's gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna have to say Tristan just because he's from Texas.
Okay. All right. I respect it. I like it.
He's from Paris, like right up the road. Oh,
nice.
So, yeah, he ain't too far.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Texas boys.
That's right. All right. So, what are your thoughts on what was it, SEMA? What
SEMA.
powered? What was that monster truck powered by?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Yeah. What do we think about the hydrogen monster? Have you guys seen it? Comment down below.
I've seen it in person. But I haven't seen it run. I want to see it run.
Okay, yeah, guys, we need to see this thing fly through the air.
I want to see this thing run.
Has it ever? I don't think so. I think they just kind of like threw it out at SEMA.
I have no clue.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to get flamed by any internet kids. But.
Yeah. Well, you guys probably know better than I do. All right, so let's wrap this up. We've been going for, 40 minutes now. So I appreciate you guys wanted him. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, as much as hopefully you did. Mm-hmm. Cannot wait to have Preston back. Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on, being my first guest, homie.
That's right.
Love you, man. All right, bye, guys. All right, cool.
That was cool.
Was that okay?
That was cool.
All right, cool.
I definitely need to get back on here again.